The stigma of citizens smoking marijuana has created a perception of people that are known to obtain qualities such as laziness and inactivity. Ironically, this is not the case at all. People including moms all the way to corporate workers smoke marijuana recreationally, and we want to be the voice in order to tell their stories. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, marijuana is the most commonly used illicit drug people have used, according to the 2015 National Survey on Drug Use and Health. Further, this statistic from AZ Central shows how dangerous prescription drugs are. Prescription drugs are viewed as normal in our society, but when taking a closer look, they have bad effects, whereas marijuana is viewed negatively in our society, but the negative effects do not reach those levels. Just to put that into perspective, our first speaker gives his insight on recreational marijuana.
Hi, this is a day in the life of a legal cannabis user. My days are typically pretty normal. I have a wife and a daughter, and I live in Colorado. I usually start out the day by being out of bed by 7. I get ready. At that time, I medicate or take a few hits of cannabis. It has many medicinal properties and helps me all around in my general well-being, as do many vitamins and minerals and herbs, things that people take, so I classify it in that same aspect. Some of the many ways it helps me is by an increase of appetite. It also gets my mind going for the day, as coffee does for some people, and helps regulate my general nervous system. And those generally tend to be areas in my life that suffer if I'm not using. Moving on, I have breakfast, spend some time with the family, and I go to work. I'm usually there around 8:30. I work for a company that manufactures therapeutic products that are infused with cannabis. I usually get home from work around 4 and spend time with the family. My wife and I play with our daughter, take her to the park, go on bike rides, many other things, just trying to have fun and be active. We have dinner around 5:30. Then we'll watch TV, read some books, kind of wind down together. Our daughter starts her bedtime routine around 7:30, is usually asleep by 8. At that point, my wife and I will relax, I'll medicate, we'll work on projects, play guitar, and do whatever we feel like doing for the night. We're usually in bed around 10, and at that point, I'll usually medicate a little bit more and off to sleep. Like I said, I lead a pretty normal life, and I'm a responsible user of cannabis as an all-around wellness alternative. I don't take any other medications, and I generally try and live a healthy lifestyle.
Families living in neighborhoods such as this one smoke recreational marijuana because, according to them, it is a routine. A mother of 3 says that she does mom stuff all day, but at the end of the day, she finds pleasure for herself. She says that it's not the fact that she doesn't find pleasure in taking care of her family, but it's part of her self-care. Prescription drugs that are viewed as normal statistically cause more damage than marijuana. The message we are trying to send is the fact that marijuana is viewed negatively in our society, when in reality, the multiple states that have legalized recreational marijuana function like any other state. Are Arizonans progressive enough to adopt the same policies such as Colorado, Washington, and California? This is something that Arizona citizens will have to consider.